Family photos. We all have them. Friends, family, pets, capturing our love, right?
Lies.
That's a fake smile. They all look the same. Might as well hang up stock photos. So my mission? Spice things up. I'm photoshopping and replacing all my grandma's family photos. Will she even notice? Will visitors question her sanity? Or will she unfriend me on Facebook? Let's find out. So when you look at this photo, what do you see? Jungle, shrubs. It just looks kind of prehistoric in a way, kind of dinosaur-y. So my first thought is to put them in Jurassic Park. And when you compare them to this photo, they kind of look the same. First off, I think we're gonna need a dinosaur in this photo, so let's just add that. The generated dinosaurs here look really dopey. I kind of like it. This one's very subtle. See, I'm gonna go for a subtle look in some of these photos, like a Where's Waldo, where you look at it for hours and hours and you always see something new. I think this photo was sometime 2010, but this is my dad. He needs to be more white bearded. He doesn't have the right hat at all, so we're gonna have to fix that too. I don't know what kind of hat this is, so I'm gonna look it up with ChatGPT and see what we can find out. Panama hats. Okay, Panama hats is not working, so we're going with sombrero. The shirt he's wearing is fine, but it's not dress shirt style. This is not working at all. Maybe we can fix the collar, kind of. I'm going to try to make everybody in this photo match somebody in the Jurassic Park photo. Okay, that took way longer than I was expecting, but it turned out really funny. Let's just go over everything really quick. Everybody with a visible wrist got a wristwatch because that's the same in the photo as Jurassic Park. I put a snake in the tree because that's kind of cool. We got some hats on here. Everybody got belts as well, which is pretty sweet. My dad's hand looks seriously messed up. I used an AI upscaler for every single one of these photos. So if you see any really weird looking things, especially on my little sister's face, she normally doesn't look like the devil, but she does here. Okay, now that I kind of got the hang of this, I think I'm gonna update my workflow for the next photos, make this a little bit more efficient at least. This is a photo from my cousin. We were practicing backflips years ago outside on a dirty mattress we found outside at a skate park. But if you look at this photo and just look at his face and what he's doing, what does that remind you of? DB Cooper. He looks like DB Cooper. Doesn't it look like DB Cooper? Shockingly similar, actually. It's a little alarming. Okay, I'm having a heck of a time trying to actually get it to generate a plane. At this point, I feel like I'd have better luck just putting it in myself. That is pretty much it for this photo. I really like how it turned out. Added motion blur to the plane, added a parachute to his parachute bag, money flying briefcase hooked onto the parachute bag. I can totally just see my grandma looking at this one and not thinking anything of it. This next photo is one of my brother at a paintball match that my grandma took. She certainly has a way of capturing those candid moments. The first thing I see when I look at this is Fallout. Obviously with the new Fallout TV show coming out. So that is what we're gonna go with. First step, put him in the desert, which is so easy now. I just have to click remove background. We must put him in Fallout universe. This photo was a lot trickier than I was expecting. I guess because the Fallout vaults are specialized to Fallout. I like how this one turned out too. Not as much as the last one, but it's still really cool. For this photo, we have my uncle and cousin sitting on a sea-doo in some nice water area. Rather than a theme for this one, I decided to title it Commotion. Commotion, ocean, it's the same. For this one, we have a bunch of elements. We'll just go from foreground to background. Shark in the water, octopus on the sea-doo. We have a sinking ship, kind of like the Titanic, so I decided to put a king on the front of it. I tried to generate a Loch Ness monster, and I got this. Kind of looks like Jar Jar Binks. Very casual. I tried generating a flare gun, flare pistol in my uncle's hand, but it didn't want to do that because Photoshop does not like the word gun, as well as a number of other words. I almost wonder if the fire is too much, though. There was fire. I'm removing it. Next photo, we have my little cousin riding in a merry-go-round car. My first thought on this, he's on the run from the police. He just kind of gives off that vibe. I mean, he looks sketchy. So that's what I did. I put him in a scene where he's on a high-speed police chase with a large amount of boxes of pizza time, as well as a Bigfoot and a UFO in the background. This one's rather simple, but I don't really have any comment on this one. Just pizza time. For this next one, we have a bit of a pose photo with my grandma from a few years ago. I decided to make this kind of spooky, a little uneasy, so I just kind of put a bunch of random off putting things in the background. Like, you can't really tell what's going on at first glance, but then you look further, look at, okay, that's a live flame in the background, and then it kind of opens your eyes to everything else. Like this spider, weird monster thing, kind of looks like it's from Where the Wild Things Are. Elf on the Shelf, a window with cell bars on it, little mouse in that window, with a cauldron in the background and a chicken on the cauldron wearing a top hat. I really like making photos where it's like there's a scene within a scene within a scene, kind of like those infinite zoom drawings, but instead of zooms, it's just generated AI. I like this picture. I'm very curious to see how these look when they're put up. This is a photo of my cousins on a horse and buggy ride. I couldn't really think of anything to change too much with this one other than just actually put them in like a medieval times. I put them right up to the horse with the buggy and then a bunch of gold in the back with an elf in the background because I don't really know. This photo is from a couple years ago of my grandma, me, and my cousin, 2 years to be exact. We're sitting on this big tube thing, so it kind of made for a neat little pose to throw us somewhere else. So I put us on the edge of a cliff. This one is one of those micro world things. There's a lot going on. Just take a guess on everything that's updated. Time's up. This is everything. There's a little bear in the corner, a little frog that I added, a small tavern with a couple lanterns. I thought that would be cool. A ladder leading to like this cliffside mini people tavern. I was kind of thinking of like Rick and Morty for this one. I added a water slide with a alligator and a tube next to it, so you can apply what you will there. Tried to generate Shrek's house in the swamp, but that didn't work out at all, so I just kind of have this little hut thing. Sasquatch in the background. Bit of a hard one to see. I don't know how these are going to turn out when they're actually on prints. These are all going to be 5x7, roughly. Well, not roughly, exactly. And a temple. Bit of a little universe going on here. Miniverse. For the final photo, I have a family picture from one of our Christmas dinners years ago. I didn't change really anything in this picture other than our food. I swapped mine out for caviar. My dad got banana on a bun, frog legs. My sister is eating some sort of coconut tree grub. She even got a spoonful of that. My other sister is eating a live fish, fully intact, as well as a goldfish. My brother has what turned out to be quail eggs. I typed in dinosaur eggs. My cousin is eating a stick of butter, which he actually used to do. My aunt is eating snails. Oh yes, and of course my grandma at the very end is eating a live chicken. This is the last photo. I want to do more, but this is 2 days I've been doing this for now. High quality picture this time. It's just a picture of my friend Jimmy. No relation to the family at all, and I just thought it would be funny to hang this picture up on her wall. Originally I wasn't going to edit it all. I don't even know. Just put it up there. I think it'd be funny. I decided to Photoshop it anyways because it's such a high quality photo. And by high quality, I just mean not taken by my grandma. I originally started off on a different path with this one. I had some penguins and a treehouse escalator put up on the picture. But then I put some armor on Jimmy and it looked really awesome. I've been watching The Witcher, so I've been inspired. And then eventually it just led to turning everything medieval. I added a castle, drawbridge, got rid of the metal on the fence because I thought that was out of place. And then I put a stable with the little thingy back. I didn't want to go too over the top with this picture. I just wanted it nice and simple. I'm really tempted to get this blown up big and put it on her wall, but at the same time, she does not have very much space to do that. They've been sent to get printed now, so hopefully they turn out all right on the 5x7 portraits.
Candy there. Okay, I'm starving.
I hung up those 2 pictures on the wall. I don't know if they're in the right spot. Jesus.
The hell did you? Yep. That's. Oh my. I see you've done some decorating for sure. Yes. Yeah, like the dinosaur behind the scene and whatever the that is, a snake or something. What is in this one? Oh, the food?
Yeah.
I was going to say the food is a little different. Yeah. Jesus. Oh my. Oh, and the pizza. Yeah, I can see Mason taking off with all the pizza. Oh, there's Justin Tavin with the big boat. Oh, wow. You see you put a new one here where we're sitting on the, not just in Kingston now. We're totally in a different country.
The edge of the cliff.
Very good, very good. Oh, I didn't see that one. Holy Hannah. Well, it's about time I had some new ones up. Oh, that's good. And he's got the briefcase too, so he's got the getaway money. Oh, this is medieval. Wow, this is quite the photographer we had.
I think it's much better.
Yeah, it fits right in, for
Yeah.
sure. Nicely decorated. Is that what you picked up that day?
Yeah. I'm waiting to put them in when you weren't here.
Did you get her reaction on video?
I did.
Oh, on video.
Yeah. Oh, I noticed there's a camera right there.